Halt, citizen. This recording is dangerous. There's violence, adult content, and bad words. Enter at your own risk.
They're here!
But are we? Do they know how to get out?
Should we tell them?
Safe Room, written, directed, and edited by Mike Kooistra.
And Cannibal, Hobo, Nightmare, written and directed by Reverend Bacon.
Previously on The Driver.
You doing alright these days?
Yeah, it was just a rough patch. Took some time off from the streets to straighten my head out. So where are you heading tonight?
Do you know how to get to the Madeline Grove building?
Sure. Every night at the end of my shift, I still pick up the morning edition before heading home. Someone pretty close to me went missing recently. It's just that they haven't figured out what happened to her exactly, and
now, the story continues.
This time is real! I really mean it. I'm gonna do it this time. This time I'm not falling for it. There isn't enough time. This time, not enough time to get it right. To make it right this time.
It's time. Are you staying up to see him?
I don't hear you. Not real. Not real. You're in my head. You're not real. You're not here.
Going to be okay.
Oh, I think I'm pretty freaking far from okay, and I'm not answering you anymore because you're not real.
I believe in you.
Well, of course you do, because I'm actually real. La 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 la.
You stop taking these. While you sleep if you aren't taking your medication.
I won't. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not.
Please, come down from there.
I'm not doing that. I'm not here. I'm not really.
You're right here, Naomi. You've always been right here with me.
Shut up! You're not real. None of this is really. He's not me, and I'll wake up in bed next to him, and my cat, and everything will go back to the way it used to be. You can't stop me.
You know how. You can leave whenever you want.
You're a liar. All you ever say are lies. You just want to mess with my head and get me to believe that these lies. You just mess with my mind, and you get me to believe these lies. This room, phone that never dials, never rings, door that stays locked, and yeah.
Hello?
Shoot, what do I do?
Are you okay? I'm next door and I heard you shouting. It's getting pretty late.
Yeah, yes, everything is fine. I'm fine. It's okay.
Okay then.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I'm
right. Okay, got it. Thanks.
I'm right next door if you need me.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're still watching him.
Yeah. I don't trust him. He's trying to get in here.
You're probably right.
Trying to trick me into opening the door for him. He's not getting in here.
You can't have strange people just wandering around in here. But with all the bodies, what would they think?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, someone like that wouldn't even understand what I did. They'd never understand why.
Not at all.
Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? What time is it? I'm gonna do it this time. This time it's real. I really mean it. I'm gonna do it this time.
It's time. Are Are you staying up to see him?
I don't hear you. It's not real. It's not. Wait, no. I'm not doing this again. I just did this. I'm not doing this again. This time it's real. This time it's
Naomi, you're not okay.
pretty freaking aware of that fact by now. I'm done talking to you. You're just in my head. You're just another voice.
I still believe in you.
I bet you do. What choice do you have? Without me, your little voice doesn't exist.
You need to take your medication, Naomi.
You know, he drives by here every morning when he gets off his job. It's on his way home. He buys a paper from that stand there across the street every time, and sometimes he gets me a candy bar, something sweet like that. He sneaks into my purse when he gets home while I'm still sleeping.
That's sweet.
It really is. I loved it when he would surprise me like that. He was always doing really nice things for me.
It's not safe standing so close to the window. I mean, if you fall, your pretty little face would splatter all across that concrete below. My body would simply burst from falling at this height.
Are you sure? I mean, it doesn't really look that far.
Oh, yes. I'm positive.
Okay. I need some water.
Here. I put a glass there beside you.
Oh, you put that there?
I did. I'm always there for you, Naomi. And you've always been right here with me.
Right. I'm sorry. I get confused sometimes.
Here you are.
I thought they all spilled on the floor.
No. Must have been your imagination playing tricks on you again.
Can you watch by the window for me? I just want to sit down for just a minute.
It's getting chilly with that window open.
It is a little cold.
Don't know why you keep forgetting to close it.
I'm sorry.
You let all the warmth out. You forget to close the window.
I forget. I just need to lie down. Wasn't there something
Get some rest now. I'll watch over you while you sleep. I need to feed.
Again? Well, last time you swore.
It won't hurt. I promise.
But it does. I don't want to see you. You scare me.
The light's gone now, Naomi. But you can't turn away.
It's so dark. I just want to sleep.
Morning, Silvio.
Good morning, Mr. Reed. Was it a good night?
Yeah, pretty good for a Thursday. It's always a good night when I don't get some pervy creep or drugged out zombie in my backseat.
I have the morning edition for you right here.
Anything good?
Picture this. The shipyard water stained red. Gangland style shootout. High body count. Read all about it.
Oh, all right, Silvio. I can't wait. Hey, let me get a Snickers, too.
Oh, did your lady friend come around?
No, not yet.
It's been a couple of weeks, eh?
23 days. But I'm just trying to stay positive about things. Gonna save this for her, for when she comes back.
That's the spirit, Mr. Reed. Keep your chin up.
Thanks, Silvio. Don't let these monsters give you any grief out here.
Okay, Mr. Reed. Okay.
I just don't feel like myself anymore.
Coming back from the dead is rough. You know what helped me? Zomzexa.
Sounds like an awesome new drug.
9 out of 10 recently reanimated zombies struggle with the difficulties of returning to a normal life. They are afflicted with speech malfunctions, reduced motor controls, unusual appetites, and the all-too-common social awkwardness. If this sounds like you, a new prescription-only medication called Zomzexa may be right for you.
I'm right. It's a drug.
I was wandering aimlessly through the streets. I lost my passion and my drive. Zomzexa helped me to get back on track. I feel alive again, but without a heartbeat and blood pumping through my veins.
Zomzexa targets neurons in the brain that were damaged during the decomposition process of the corpse. It rebuilds those connections using a secret blend of herbs and spices. Once the brain is repaired, you can resume a semi-normal sort of life, or unlife, or undeath, or whatever you want to call it. Individual results may vary, and some known side effects include hair loss, impotency, hallucinations, amnesia, dry mouth, wet mouth, thoughts of suicide, thoughts of living, amnesia, nerve damage, militant vegetarianism, and amnesia. Do not take Zomzexa if you are allergic to Zomzexa, although you won't know you are allergic until you take it. Do not take this medication if you've not been reanimated from the dead, as this medication can cause death to the living.
I may be a zombie, but I don't have to feel like a zombie. Thanks, Zomzexa.
Thanks, Zomzexa.
Thanks, Zomzexa.
Ask your doctor if Zomzexa is right for you.
Excuse me, sir. Can you step out into the light?
Officers, I wouldn't mess with...
This doesn't concern you, sir.
I said step into the light. I'm not asking again.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph!
All right, Detective Doyle. This one's your line of expertise.
What do you got for me, Worst?
There's been a large number of hobos eating people at the abandoned factory. Well, a larger number than usual. It's been prioritized ever since we lost an officer down there.
Which factory?
Shit. Here it is. It's the old rubber nipple factory.
The smell of burnt rubber still haunts that place like a pack of unbaptized ghost babies.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Hey, by the way, Chief wants to see you.
I think I know what this is about. You wanted to see me, boss?
Yeah, Rick, you're assigned to the factory attacks, right? At the old bus factory?
No, sir. It's at the old rubber nipple factory.
Oh, right. Smell of burnt rubber has never left that place.
Yep.
You know, they're not too friendly to cops out there either. The investigation might not go as planned.
I'll manage.
Rick, come on.
I don't need another lecture, Chief. I told you before I'm happy where I am.
You're wasting your potential, Rick. Why don't you ever accept a promotion? We could change the face of this city. We can make it great again.
With all due respect, Chief, that's a deluded way of thinking. There's no changing this crazy city. And honestly, I've gotten pretty used to the way it is. It may be strange, it may be weird, but it's home. And as long as I breathe, I'm going to do everything I can to make the streets safe.
So there's no convincing you. You want to keep trudging through nipple factories looking for hobo cannibals until you retire.
That's it.
Well, screw off then.
Yep, you got it.
Another lecture?
Yeah. Every day it's the same thing. I'm a detective, not some trumped-up politician. I just want to make Harbor City a better place for everybody. I'll be damned if I turn into some kind of lapdog like our superiors.
Hey, no argument here, Rick. But, I mean, would a promotion be that bad?
Same instincts that got me this far tell me, yes, worse. Yes, it would.
Good for you, then. So what's your plan? You know, they don't talk to cops out there, you know.
Well, I guess I better blend in.
Be careful, Rick.
Always worst.
Where you at, Rick? Hey, I don't have any money, man. Detective Doyle?
In the flesh. Or rather, in the rags.
What gives, Rick? Did you get canned?
No, Sam, I'm going undercover. Bad things are going down at the old rubber nipple factory.
I always hated pickups in that part of town. I wondered if I should steer clear.
You're talking to yourself again. Just from the hobos, Sam. I don't have any evidence that there's danger outside of the homeless population.
Well, that sure puts me at ease.
Sam, I need a ride, and I need it to be quiet. Those hobos at the factory are already paranoid. If anybody sees me step out of a taxi, my cover is blown. Do you think you can manage that?
Of course. Hop in and we'll see what we can do. His clothes were ratty and disgusting. He sure looked the part.
Sam! You're doing it again.
Oh, sorry. Rick, is this good?
Let's look. Yeah, looks clear. Thanks, Sam.
Good luck, Rick. I'm getting out of here. Quick.
Adios, Sam.
I don't know, man.
Come on. Can you think of a better place than this?
Guys, I'm telling you, I can smell when something bad's about to happen.
I think you're just being paranoid.
Mind if I join in?
Sure thing, stranger. What's your name?
My name is Rick.
Well, nice to meet you, Rick. That's Big Al.
Yo.
And that's Edna.
Howdy, Rick.
And I'm Jerry. Pull right up and warm up while you can. I was just discussing with my cohorts on the pros and cons of migrating to a newer, safer abandoned building.
Really? Why is that?
You haven't been here too long, have you? Just where'd you drift in from?
I was staying in an abandoned house up north. The property changed hands, and me and a few of the others were kicked out when they called the cops on us. Everyone else decided to camp out in the woods, but I knew better. I never trusted those woods.
You and me both, man. That place is way too strange. Too many people go in and don't come out. And half the time, they do come out, they're different.
You were smart to stay out of there.
So, Jerry, what's wrong with this place? Don't tell me I hoofed it all the way down here for nothing.
Okay, you seem like an alright guy. Look, there's some doctor around here that's just up to no good.
You can't prove that, Jerry.
You're right about that, Al. But Edna has a point. I want to stay just as much as you, but it's getting to be dangerous around here.
He showed up not too long ago, Rick, and started handing out food, booze, clothes, and all the essentials. We didn't trust him that much. Whenever an official-looking person shows up handing out free stuff, they're either in it for the good publicity or they're doing something they don't want people figuring out. It usually doesn't matter, though. Usually.
What about the food he gave us? It was usually these sealed bags of meat. It tasted like some combination of pork and chicken, but it looked like beef. I mean, we've taken to it, but most newcomers tend to have a little trouble eating it for some reason.
What about the attacks?
Attacks?
Well, one of ours would disappear with them. We didn't really wonder why at first, but then they'd show up later, growling like an animal. They'd run around biting people, trying to eat them. On top of that, for some reason, the cops would always show up right after. And I don't mean they'd show up after the guy had run amok for a while. I mean they'd show up at the same time. There's not a single neighborhood in Harbor City with that kind of response time.
Man, since the first few attacks, most of us have steered clear, but plenty of new or desperate people still go with them. And now that a cop has bitten the dust, I don't see our situation getting any better here. You're welcome to join us if and when we move shop.
Do you know where this scientist hangs out?
Bad idea to go find him, Rick. You're better off begging.
I'm not going to fall for any of his tricks, Edna. I just want to know what's going on.
What are you, some kind of hobo vigilante?
Maybe. Look, guys, I just left one nice spot, and I'm not about to turn tail and move on from another. At least not without knowing what's really going on.
Hold on a second. Let me talk to my cohorts here. Okay, we'll take you to the building, but you are on your own from there. And don't say we didn't warn you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Don't mention it. Here you are, Rick. It's somewhere in there. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. With any luck, you'll have your factory back soon. Better be quiet. Don't know what I'll find in here.
Yes. Feast well, my pets. Perhaps after all this is over, I will keep my favorites. Taken very well to my treatment. Very, very well. Soon you may not even need my special cocktails.
Dr. Mengele. I had a hunch he'd been behind this atrocity. It's a good thing I had the drop on him. Freeze, Mengele!
Well, if it isn't Detective Rick Doyle, here again to throw a wrench into my carefully laid plans.
I'm taking you in, Mengele.
Oh, Rick, you didn't think I'd be defenseless up here, did you? Shveta, Angriff! Oh, Rick, so smart and yet so unwise. There you go, just what the doctor ordered.
What the hell is that?
This here's my special cocktail, Detective. It'll turn you into one of these zombies. The hunger for flesh will consume you. You won't even remember doing it either. You'll just black out and wake up later with a belly full of flesh and bruises from all those you've murdered. If I was kind, I'd call the police, like all the others, and have you gunned down. I'm, however, very irate that you would come all the way down here to disrupt my research. You'll be turned loose on the streets to tear apart any unsuspecting passerby to shreds. I have no idea how many innocents you will consume before you are finished. Hey, that's the last son of humanity you'll ever have. If the streets don't kill you, the guilt will. I know you, Rick. I know how awful you feel. Your reputation will be ruined. Your career will be over. Even if you go to your fellow police, it won't matter. My lab and any evidence will be gone. You'll join all the other derelicts of this world and live a life of cold, hungry misery. You'll go to sleep thinking about what once was and what could have been before you cross Dr. Mengele. But for now, you have a hunger to satisfy. Go, eat your fill.
What are you looking at? Oh, shit!
Is that Rick?
Yeah, it is.
This fool's going full cannibal! Get him over here, man! Turn him up! Turn around!
Thought we could get him tied up and off the street. Into the alley. I know a room we can lock him in. Grab that rope. There we go. Into the chair. He's gonna have to wait it out. Meat. We better shut this door. Turn that radio up.
And now, Texas Ted brings you SVU from Memphis with their hit song, Burger Rich.
Negative bells and breaking down the notes in my neighborhood. You bet your ass I've got that big to keep on living fast. You can call me back, I'm sucker, my secret. Let's succeed. Let's please. Satisfied to die. Let's succeed. Hell, please. Satisfied to die.
Where am I?
Easy now.
Do you remember what happened?
Yeah. It was Dr. Mengele. He gave me a shot and... Why do I taste blood?
Look, you were rabid. You bit a pretty big chunk out of some girl, but she seemed to be okay. How do you feel?
I'm a little dazed, but I'm fine. If you hadn't restrained me, I
would have killed a man.
You're lucky we came when we did.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Look, I haven't been completely honest with you.
We know you're a cop, Rick.
What? How did you know?
Hey now, don't get worked up. Your disguise was good. You really had us going for a while, but no hobo wants to get caught up in anything like this. Only a cop would do that. And a good one at that.
That's why we helped you.
There's no shortage of cops here in Harbor City, but finding a good one here is rare.
I tried to stop him, but I failed. I bet Mengele is taking apart his lab as we speak.
You just need backup. We'll have the drop on him this time.
And you won't be alone.
I don't know how to thank you.
Just get this guy out of our factory.
And maybe tell your cop buddies to go a little easier on us.
Consider it done. I have a plan. Jerry, you distract him. Then Edna and I will grab him. If he hits any of us with a tranquilizer full of that zombie juice, Big Al, it's up to you to restrain them. If everything goes to shit, we bum rush him. No offense.
None taken. Let's get to it.
And now for the lab. What? Who are you? What are you doing here?
It's me, Jerry. I'm really hungry, Doc. Could you spare any food?
Nine, begone, trap. What are you? Rick?
The one and only Mengele.
How did you survive?
Friendship trumps servitude, Mengele. That's why you're in cuffs, and I'm about to take the worst doctor in Horror City to jail. You have the right to remain silent.
Wait, let's make a deal.
I'm not buying what you're selling, Mengele.
No, you fool! I was just a pawn. It was the chief of police.
You really think I'm going to believe that?
I have proof. I recorded our conversations. It's in my lab. He wanted to turn the city against the homeless. He wanted to be the chief that put them all away. Let me go and it's all yours. The tape recorder in my lab. If you arrest me, I'll deny everything. You destroy the evidence and have me killed before I'm even processed.
Okay, Mengele. You're free to go. But if I catch you up to any shady business again, no more deals. You're going down. Got it?
Deal. You're always the smart one, Detective.
What the hell you doing, Rick?
It's over, Chief. I trusted you. The city trusted you, and you betrayed us.
What are you talking about, Rick?
Don't even try it, Chief. I've got all the evidence I need. By the way, Mengele sends his regards. You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to...
Hey, fellas. Mind if I warm up next to your fire?
Sure thing. Where are you from, stranger?
By the docks.
By the docks, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice place to stay. We had a pretty good little spot ourselves before things turned sour.
Oh, what happened?
Well, one day a doctor shows up and starts handing out food and other goodies. It was pretty sweet for a while, then it all took a turn for the worst. Random folks would start turning cannibal. Things were looking bad until this cop shows up and helps us out. Then as it turns out, the doctor was in cahoots with the chief of police.
Oh? Yeah?
Yeah. He wanted to get rid of us so that he could be the one that solved Harbor City's homeless problem. He didn't care who had to die in the process. He didn't get any time for it either. That's what happens to higher-ups. They lose their job, they don't get time. I suppose the world will bring him to justice, though. The thing is, Chief, we really missed the meat we used to get from the doctor. There was something about it that just makes us
Insatiable.
Gracious.
hungry.
Safe Room, written, directed, and edited by Mike Kooistra. Voiced by Tiffany Miche, Mike Kooistra, Wolfgang Stoltz, James Blaisdell, and Rio Campbell.
Cannibal Hobo Nightmare, written and directed by Reverend Bacon. Performed by Jonas Stoltz, Gavin Tucker, James Blaisdell, Kirsten Kraus, Rio Kimball, Six Carolino, Reverend Bacon, Mike Kooistra, Jason Luca, and Zach Blaisdell.
A Horror City studio production. Audio mastering by Jonas Stoltz.
Think about the zombies.
Howdy, partner. Did you like that song by SVU? Well, here's the full version.